Welcome, dear student, from computational physics. Our second chapter is a C programming, and from this chapter, in this lecture, we have to see two programs. First program is program to print the Fibonacci series, and the second program is a program to print all prime number in a given range. So our first program is a program to print Fibonacci series. Okay, this is comment line. Program to print Fibonacci series. This comment line is not executed during the execution of a program. Now, hash include is a preprocessor directive. STDIO means standard input output. Okay, we use printf and scanf, which are standard output and input function, and therefore we use stdio dot h means header file. Next is a main function. Now then after main function, then there is a body of a program. The body of a program is in pair of a curly bracket. This is opening curly bracket. Next, integer. N is an integer. Okay, a is equal to 0. This is first term of a Fibonacci series. A is equal to 0. Okay, and represent number of term in a Fibonacci series. B is equal to 1. This is second term of a Fibonacci series, and C, which is also considered as a integer. Now we have to enter the last term of a Fibonacci series. For that we use printf function. Printf function is the output function which is a use to display the message on the screen. Slash n is used for new line. Enter the last term. This message is displayed on a screen. Printf is a output function, okay, which is used to display particular message on a screen. Okay, this message is in pair of pair of a inverted comma. Printf function is terminated with the semicolon. Now we have to enter the last term. For that we use scanf function, which is an input function. So scanf percentage d, because the term, that is the last term n, is an integer, and for integer we use percentage d and n, and represent address n. Okay, n is the last term. So this is the input function, which is also terminated with the semicolon. Now print f. Now we have to print the Fibonacci series. For that we use output function printf Fibonacci series slash t. Okay, slash t indicate horizontal tab. Percentage d, because our first term a is integer. Slash t, it is horizontal tab, that is horizontal tab between first term and second term. So it is used for spacing between the two term. So a and b, these are two term of a Fibonacci series which is displayed on a screen. Now do. Now we have to perform some operation. For that we use do loop. Okay, do, actually it is a do while loop. Do c is equal to a plus b. What is a c? This is a third term of a Fibonacci series. C is equal to a plus b, that is addition of first term with second term. Okay, we know that we get a Fibonacci series when first term is added with second term, then the term which obtained is added with the third term. Okay, this process is carried out up to last term. So C is equal to A plus B. This is third term. Okay, now we have to print or we have to display the term third term on a screen. For that we use output function printf percentage d. It indicates that the term which we got, that is a third term, is also integer. Okay, now a is equal to b. Now we have to equate first term with the second term. Okay, or first term is considered as a second term. Now second term is considered as a third term, that is b is equal to c. Okay, and we have to check the condition while c is less than or equal to n. If this condition is true, that is a c is less than or equal to n, then the loop is executed. This do loop, okay, is executed. Again c is equal to a plus b, but now a is equal to b and b is equal to c. Actually c is equal to b plus c. Now print that fourth term of a Fibonacci series. Now again equate a is equal to b, b is equal to c. Okay, and check the condition is c is less than or equal to n. Okay, this process is carried out up to which c is less than or equal to n, and when c became greater than or equal to n, that is a last term of a Fibonacci series, then execution of a program goes out from the loop. Okay, this is closing curly bracket. Okay, so this is a very simple program, Fibonacci series. Okay, now we have to see the output. Enter the term. Actually it is a last term. Okay, enter the last term. If we consider last term is a 145. Okay, Fibonacci series, first term is a 0, second term is a 1. Okay, first term is added with the second term, so we get third term. Okay, so 0 plus 1, it is equal to 1. Okay, now third term is added with the fourth term, that is 1 is added with the 2, we get next term, that is 3. Now 2 is added with a 3, we get next term 5. 5 is added with 8, we get next term 30. 13 is added with 21, the next term of a Fibonacci series is a 34. 34 is added with 55, the next term we get 89. Okay, and the last term, okay, 55 is added with 89 and we get last term 145. And when we get this last term 145, execution of a program goes out from the do while loop. Okay, so very simple Fibonacci series. Now we have to see a next program to print all prime number in a given range. We know that the prime number are divisible by itself or divisible by 1. Okay, and we have to print the prime number in a given range. Okay, so first hash include stdio.h. Again hash include is a preprocessor directive. stdio means standard input output dot h means header file. Next is a main function, then open curly bracket, because the body of a program is enclosed in a pair of a curly bracket. Integer, n is an integer, r1. Okay, this is a first first prime number or first term, and R2 is the last term. D is considered as a 2, so D is equal to 2. Prime flags, this is also integer. Okay, all these terms are integer. Now we have to enter the range. For that we use output function printf. So the message enter the range is a display on a screen. Okay, so enter the range. Again the printf is a output function which is used to display particular message on a screen. Okay, and which is terminated with the semicolon. Now we have to enter the range. Okay, for that we use the input function, that is scanf function. Scanf percentage d percentage d. Why percentage d? Percentage d because r1 and r2 are integer. Okay, so enter the range. First prime number is r1 and last prime number is r2. So this is the range. Percentage d and r1 and r2, and represent the address. Okay, now we have to print the prime number. So for that we use the output function printf. Okay, so slash n means new line, prime number. Okay, prime number, this message is a display on a screen. Now we use for loop. For that consider first term of a for loop, n is equal to r1, that is the first term. This is the initialization. Okay, then n is less than or equal to r2. Okay, n is less than or equal to r2. N plus plus means n is incremented. N, initial value of n is r1. Now n is incremented up to n is less than equal to r2. Initial n is equal to r1 means n, this is the initial term of a prime number. Okay, now n is incremented up to n is less than or equal to r2, that is a last term. Okay, so this is a for loop. Okay, now again the for loop, there is a curly bracket, opening curly bracket. We consider prime flag is equal to 1. Now again one for loop is used because we have to divide n by d. Okay, we have to divide n by d, and we have to check the condition is if it is divisible, it is divisible by itself or divisible by 1, and that number is a prime number. So we have to divide n by d, and d is again we have to increment, so that we use for loop for d is equal to 2. Okay, this is the first term or this is the initialization. D is incremented, d plus plus. D is incremented up to n minus 1. So d is less than n minus 1. Okay, d is equal to 2. This is initialization. D is incremented. D is incremented up to d is less than n minus 1. Now if if n is divided by d and remainder is a 0, this actually this we can read this n modulus d. It indicates that n is divided by d and remainder is a 0. Then prime flag is equal to 0, okay, and break. Okay, now if prime flag is equal to 1, print slash t means horizontal tab between the prime number percentage d, because the prime number are integer n. Okay, we have to print the prime number which are also integers, so n. This indicate that if n is divided by d and remainder is a 0, then prime flag is equal to 0, break. It indicates that the number is divisible. Okay, divisible. Okay, and remainder is 0. Okay, if prime flag is equal to 1, then print print if this condition is satisfied, or if this condition is true, then print n. Okay, that is a prime number. Okay, now we have to see what is this output of this program. If we consider range is in between 5 and 53, that is R1 is a 5 and R2 is a 53, then the prime numbers are 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47 and 53. So these are the prime. Okay. Thank you.